Hi there! Today I've decided to show you guys how to do a nice yummy roast pepper soup. As you know, autumn's on its way and summer's on its way out. A lot of people want to start cashing in those healthy salads for something a bit warmer. So yeah, today I thought I'd show you a nice yummy soup that I eat quite a lot during the autumn and the winter. So yeah, for this today we're going to need some bell peppers. I've got red and green. And yeah, red and yellow even. Red and yellow bell peppers. Red and green, what am I on about? We're also going to need a potato, some tomatoes. These ones are homegrown as well, so that's better than shop bought, and I always think they taste a little bit nicer. And an onion as well. Again, homegrown. We're doing well today. And the last ingredient is some garlic. Can you see that there? Just a clove of garlic, or if you do like garlic a lot, maybe have 2 cloves. So all we're going to do for this is we're just going to wash our vegetables, chop them all up, and whilst we're doing that we're just going to preheat the oven to 195 degrees centigrade. So pop your oven on so it can be heating up, and yeah, start chopping your vegetables. They don't have to be too neat, just maybe 1 inch by 1 inch squared. So yeah. Also what you're going to need for this is a big pan like this to go in the oven. Okay, so let's get chopping. Okay, so a little tip for when you're chopping your peppers is to cut it in half. Like this. Just cutting it in half so it's like that. And then we just literally pull out all the seeds like this and the stem and pop those in a bag to go on the compost heap. And then quite often, I don't know if you can see, you get a few remaining seeds. So the best way to get those out is just to literally turn your pepper upside down and give it a really good pat. And you'll find that knocks all the extra seeds out. Like that. Great. So from there on, I'm going to chop my pepper up into squares. And we're looking for something just sort of this size. It doesn't have to be too neat, it's going to be in a soup, it's going to get blended anyway, so yeah. So just chop your peppers up to about 1 inch squared. Okay, so with our potato we're just going to peel and chop that into cubes. So yeah, I'll let you get on with that. Another tip with garlic, as opposed to crushing it, if you actually chop it, the flavour changes completely, it becomes quite a nutty sort of texture, a nutty flavour. So that's really nice. I think it gives your soups a totally different flavour. So in this recipe you can crush the garlic if you like, or you know, but I definitely advise just dicing it up roughly. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. As I said before, it's a soup, so it's all going to be getting blended later on. Something else we are going to be needing is we're going to be needing some spices and herbs. So spices and herbs you're going to be adding later on is paprika, cumin, and if you like chilli you can add some chilli in, but I'm actually allergic, so I will be leaving the chilli out today. Don't make it too hot. I think it's always a shame if food's too spicy, you can't actually taste the ingredients it's been made with. So, you know, add a bit of a kick, but I think, you know, don't spoil the flavour of the peppers. Right, okay, so we have all of our vegetables chopped. Should be looking a little something like this. Smells great already. You can smell the peppers, they're delicious. So a few of you might be wondering why I've put potato in the soup. I use potato because it helps to thicken the soup later on when you go to blend it. So it means that this recipe is also gluten free and wheat free, which is great. So right, anyway, now we're going to add our olive oil. Just maybe a tablespoon and a half. I'll just sort of guess it myself, so just sprinkle that all over. And we're going to add our paprika. Paprika! Don't know if anybody's seen Michael McIntyre with his herbs cabinet sort of show. It's terribly funny, you should definitely check it out. I don't know if there might be something on YouTube or something, but yeah, he's got a little sketch about all the herbs sat in the cabinet and not being used. So, but mine are lucky, they get used every day. Paprika! So yeah, we're just going to sprinkle that on. Bit of paprika. Again, I'm not great at measuring, so just guess. And then I've got some cumin, and I pop about a teaspoon of that on. Again, I'd say, you know, a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon of chilli if you like chilli. As I say, I won't be using it today due to allergies. So sprinkling the cumin on all over. And then I also like to add a bit of salt and pepper. I think a lot of people forget them nowadays. They're just, you know, all about using chilli or the spices. So yeah, I think they can really add a bit more depth to a dish and just help bring out the flavours, enhance what's already there. So I do still use salt and pepper. So I've got my sea salt, bought for me from France. Yeah, my boyfriend's parents brought me that. And I use it all the time, it's fantastic. So a little bit of salt and some fresh ground pepper, black pepper I'm using. Right, and so all our vegetables are covered in spices. So now it's time to get our hands dirty. Make sure you've washed them beforehand, obviously. And we're just going to mix all that up, ensuring that olive oil and spices are covering all the vegetables. Great. Give our hands a quick wash. And then we're going to whack all of this lot, all our chopped up vegetables, whack them in the oven for about 20 minutes to half an hour. And in that time you can fit in a quick workout with perhaps one of the Body Rock TV ones, or you know, go out, get a brisk walk, and when you get back it should be about ready. Woo! So back from my walk. So yeah, my roast veggies should be about ready now. So let's just go check those out. Don't forget your oven mitts, I don't want any burnt hands. Wow, and here they are, looking great. Smells amazing. The whole house just smells delicious. So pop those on the side. Okay, so now I'm going to take some stock. Here I've got about 500 ml of stock. Obviously, if you are making this for a gluten or wheat-free recipe, please do double check your stock if you're having, you know, ready-made or instant stock. So I've got mine already made up. So all I'm going to do is take a great big pot like this, a pan, preferably with a lid. This one's mine. And I'm going to scoop all of those roast vegetables into our pots. Just loosen them up. And in they go. It smells lush. In they go. So, right, just pop this into soak. And so here we have all of our vegetables in our pan, and to that I'm just going to add my stock. As I say, it's about 500 ml, or if you are in the States watching this, then it is approximately 1.5 cups. I'm just pouring that in. And now I'm going to add some tomato puree. About a tablespoon, a dessert spoon, I don't know, whichever you call it. So yeah, about that much you can see it there. And just mixing that in. And now I'm going to take my blender. I've got a hand blender, or you know, if you've got like a smoothie maker, you could use that. Just anything to blend it with. I'm using this one today, so yeah. Just be careful if you're using this, because sometimes it can splash, so just make sure you keep, when it's switched on, make sure you keep the head section submerged. Can't get my words out. I'm hungry, I'm ready for my soup, that's why. Keep the head of this submerged in the soup. So we're just going to start blending. Right, so once we've blended our soup, it should look something like this. It's quite thick at the moment, so if you do, you know, prefer your soup a little bit more watery, you could always add some more water to that, just boiled from the kettle, that'd be fine, just to thin it out a little bit. And from there on, I just like to boil it on the stove. Boil it gently on a low heat for maybe 5–10 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. And so yeah, that's our soup made. Here it is. Looks delicious. Smells great too. So let's just give that a quick try. It's quite hot, so give it a quick blow. Tastes great, really, really nice. So yeah, that's it. That's how to make the soup today. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I hope you've learned something. I'll be sure to pop the full recipe at the bottom on the information bar on YouTube. So yeah, check that out for full details. And yeah, just have a nice day and remember to keep smiling. Bye!